the mic.
Okay, I'm good.
What
I'm
is
coming.
happening, fishers, and welcome to our live session on this Tuesday evening. Donnie's busy getting some things ready there, so you might hear some conversation with Don that side, chatting to Neil. But anyway, so I hope you guys have all had a good week. I know after last week's rains around the Eastern Cape, and most of the Cape, the fishing has been very, very difficult. A lot of fresh water in the sea, but it seems like there's a couple of days of west wind now that should clear things up, guys. We're well underway at Cobb, been held back until cutting. Don seems to have found the box he was looking for.
Many of the box.
So
here's my side. We're still swapping sides, dude.
no, we'll stay this side. We might as well stay this
Okay.
side. You're going to confuse me if we change sides now.
Okay, how's it, Alex? Sorry about the delay in getting in front of you. Just a quick shout out to one of my customers. Sent me a little tool a couple of weeks ago. The guy's name's Dedrick Lerm, I think is the surname. And this guy is making his own dangles. And I thought it was very interesting what he's come up with. Box of tricks. He's taken some nice, decent gauge copper.
15mm class 2.
Yeah. And he's obviously got that serrated edge up front there. It looks like you'll be able to put it into a drill.
A drill, yeah.
Yeah, as a bit. And obviously he's got a couple of different designs and he's cutting out some dangles here. Now what I found quite interesting, these are a nice high density. And I asked him where he was getting the foam from, and apparently the guys use this in the targets on your bow hunting side of things, your bow target shooting.
Yeah.
So interesting, and it goes through that like pretty hot,
You
eh?
don't even need a drill.
Don't even need a drill, by hand even, dude.
Well, yeah, I see he's put a little hole in there, so if you don't have a drill, you can obviously stick a little screwdriver or another nut in and turn it out. You don't need a drill.
I
for
mean,
this,
some of the
guys.
long ones must take a bit more permission to get through.
Yeah.
But I like, I mean, making a homemade dangle, certainly an interesting thing. Thanks,
Okay,
Derek.
I just broke a piece off inside. Anyway,
Yeah,
guys,
that
I'm still getting
happens.
used to it. We'll get it out just now.
Maybe that's where the little
Yeah, there must be
to help
little trick to it.
work it. But yeah, it's nice to see these kind of things. I know a lot of guys set up little home industries that are making this kind of thing as well. I'm not sure if you're doing that yet, Dedrick. It's a cool tool. I'll chat to you more sometime about exactly how to use it and what your tricks are with it.
Yeah, that's what the finished product should look like, guys. Not
Yeah,
what
no,
I've just done.
we'll work on it. But also, I like the larger ones as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a larger pipe, but there'll be a 22 more.
22, correct?
Yeah, for sure.
Don knows his hardware stuff, guys. Well done, man.
I sold plumbing many
times
before you were born, dude. Yeah. So yeah, lacquer dangle, and yeah, I like the high density.
Yeah, this is good fun. You know what I like about this? Like, I make my own dangles as well. There's nothing worse than shaping a dangle, especially if you're in a rush. Try to get a nice shape because you've got the square block otherwise. Yep. So you're at least getting some nice profiles on your bait.
No, and also if you want to make one exactly that long, you can cut it to whatever length you want. And what I quite like about the higher density ones is you can probably reuse them a good few times.
100%. They're not going to get chewed
up. Where that falling off and falling apart doesn't quite do me.
I think the drill is the way forward because I think my slowness caused that.
Yeah, I think so. But thanks, Derek. I like that. And I'll give a test on that one. One didn't mess up anymore, Dean.
No.
Thank you very much, Dean.
Take that away from me.
Cool. And while we're waiting for everyone to kind of join us, the topic on the day on our group was barometer. How does this affect fishing?
Okay, so the just science of it is fish have something called a swim bladder, which can affect it. So your air pressure, your barometer measures the air pressure, guys. So if your air pressure is low, which is pretty much a barometer at 998, 999, then the pressure on the water, air pressure on the water becomes less, so the water pressure will change, which affects the fish's swimming bladder. Lower water pressure.
But I shared a YouTube video an Aussie guy did. He did some homework and research on it. Water is 800 times more dense than air.
Yes, but it still affects the barometer. It does. Not the barometer affects the pressure of the water.
Generally, the general circumstance is people don't like fishing in low barometers because it's horrible weather.
It's your best weather.
And his catch record over the years, he's shown no negatives at all.
No, listen, you catch fish at 999. I've caught fish at 999.
I've caught fish in all barometer. Yeah. In actual fact, sometimes when a big cold front comes in, like you're fishing along the coastline and suddenly the wind picks up and you see that white water coming and it's just like, gee, the fish can go on, dude.
Yeah, but then you're also getting a barometer from that's bottomed out that's going to start spiking just before.
No, the low is when the storm hits you. Yeah, the lowest part.
Yeah, it's the barometer, and then it sparks when the storm comes through.
Yeah, but sometimes I'll be fishing in a howling east.
Yeah.
And everyone will say, oh, it's too cold, you're not going to catch. The one day we went fishing German Bay area and when it was still safe, my wife and I. howling east. Could not stand it is so rough. I mean, I reckon my casts were going 20 meters.
One
It
of
is
those
so
days, that's
wild.
bad. That's what we had this weekend.
I caught 2 blacktail. She caught 10.
Yeah.
I got tired of taking them off.
Oh.
And there were 2 kgs on the run, 2 kg, 2 kg, every freaking cast. And if we were going beyond waist deep water, I'd eat my head. So sometimes in the worst conditions, the fish can go wild.
Oh, no, 100%. I agree with you.
These London Oaks, good evening, I see we have a few guys joining us. These London Oaks are going like, oh, the water's a bit cold at the moment. You can't catch cob.
You can catch cob in
Yeah,
cold
you
water.
do. I caught cob
No,
in
you can catch cold in cold
13
water.
degrees water.
That doesn't make
In actual
too much
fact,
difference.
I find they feed better when it's cold. They're a little more aggressive on the bite. Okay, hard to find, but once you find them, they're on.
I've chatted to a lot of the guys that are fishing a lot of drop shot in the Transkei. Listen, serious good drop shot fishermen.
Yeah.
The guys don't speak about the fish they catch. That's proper fishermen they are. They like the 11 to 13 degree water.
Yep, the cold
Because
brings them on. Eh?
The guy explained to me, his like theory is your little bait fish and stuff aren't as active in that cold water, so it's a bit easier picking for the cob. You know what I mean?
I think also cob in a cold-blooded fish, all
Yes,
fish
yeah.
are cold-blooded.
Yeah.
But I've caught cob in Lake St. Lucia area in like 24, 25 degrees water, and it's like pulling out a wet sack.
Yeah, they slap.
I mean, I got a 15 kg there as a teenager, and like literally, I didn't even know how to fish on.
Yeah.
It felt like a piece of seaweed coming out, you know. Whereas you get to 15 degrees, 15 kg in ice cold water, it's going to pump you like hot.
No,
I think
that
the
makes a
guys,
big difference in
I
the
think the guys who
temperature.
target your reggies and that should be testified to that.
No, 100%. A reggae, anything above 17,
So doesn't the
it's a
same thing
Hessian
apply
bag.
to fish?
Yeah.
You know,
correct,
absolutely.
Okay, guys, we've got some guys joining us, leaving some comments. We have Christopher. Thanks, Christopher. Christopher is one of our members. So if you've got a little X next to name, so thank you, Christopher. Shot for joining us. And then we got Marco Krobler.
Yeah, and we've got
Darius Pillay.
Darius Pillay's got a question for us there. What are your thoughts on the new Berkeley emotion range?
It's all yours, Don.
I didn't feel too emotional about them.
Please
Look,
listen, guys. Also, this is personal perspective.
This is a personal thing. I think that EVA is just a bit too thin.
Yeah. I wasn't blown away by them guys, but
it's a very innovative design. Give it that.
yeah.
But I think from practical long-term fishing perspectives, how that's going to handle things like rock rash
Things like
and
that,
a
yeah.
rod spark and that, I think we need to see the range for a lot longer.
Yeah.
And I didn't find them super good value. I just think, I know Berkeley's a fantastic rod. I've got nothing against Berkeley. And the Conda to me is still one of the best
they make
rods
some
ever
brilliant-
made.
They make some of the best, better rods out there.
So this is not an anti-Berkeley thing in any way. But just the emotion range, I'm looking, I'm going like, I struggle to feel any strong feelings towards it. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't casted one yet. So
Berkeley are doing their top end stuff very, very well.
yes,
This stuff, in my eyes, I think they need to work on a bit. Their mid-range stuff.
it's almost too innovative sometimes. You know, it's like the G-Shock Lightning jobby
Yes,
with the
correct,
clear.
correct, yes, yeah.
It's almost too innovative to the point of not being practical anymore. And possibly that's my emotion on it.
That's our personal
I
opinion.
hope you
for us.
forgive that.
Yeah.
If you got one, I hope you're loving it.
Yeah.
Tell us we're wrong. Trust me, I haven't cast one yet, so and I haven't fished one for 6 months, so it's very hard to have a strong feeling on it. But initial impressions, I wasn't blown away. Sorry. Okay. Please change seats. We're confusing you. Come on, Carl. This is throwback, twist around.
Carl, you know what you can do is if you put yourself upside down.
No, but you
And
know
watch
what?
us doing a handstand, we'll be on the right side.
But Don's on the right side because Don's always right.
You won't even
So,
do
yeah,
that.
no,
It'll
for
be the
sure.
same. No, you won't, Carl. Don't do the handstand. You're wasting your time. But try it. Let us know.
Okay. Tim Bard, howdy guys. Could you agree more on the fact that fish bite much better in what's considered bad weather? Absolutely.
No, you don't, listen, in my eyes, you don't want that perfect day, no wind, crystal clear water. The day you want to take the family to the beach and sit and play in the pools, I'd rather not be fishing that day.
Can I summarize this? In perfect weather, fish bite exceptionally well. They bite
Yeah,
well.
Yeah.
But the problem is, those are the ones
ones
that
not
bite
biting,
well.
yes.
The
Those
little
are- yeah.
big eye and the little silvies and the everything you don't want to catch.
Correct.
Where in fouler conditions, that's when the big boys come out
Yeah.
and play. So yeah, foul weather, big fish. Watch the weather conditions next month. Big cob coming always. But you know, the Slannon Oaks are moaned. Yeah, there's no cob in East London. You know, the guys in, I know it's not in East London, but Carl Mouth's been producing steadily. And I wonder, Lighty, he's not junior, but he's a youngster. Callum, this is a shout out to you. Hamburg. I think this guy catches cob every time he goes fishing, dude.
I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing it right.
And I mean, from like 40 centimeter to 90 centimeter
Well
to
done,
60
Callum.
centimeter.
Listen, he's a
And I mean, we're talking about like 5, 10 fish in a session, you know. Yeah, no, there's no cob in the Eastern Cape at all, eh? You know
Callum,
what?
he's a phenomenal fisherman. Eh? He's
He
a phenomenal
is.
fisherman.
He knows the Hamburg area very well.
I've
He
been
lives there.
following him on Facebook for years, and
He lives
his
there.
catches, his bluefish records are so unbelievable.
He's a good lighter. He catches reggies galore as well. Trust me, he went through a heavy tackle stage. But yeah, guys, there are cob out there. We've got a couple of days left in the comp. Maybe an evening session or two might just land you on the trophy fish.
Marco Krobler, guys, I'm excited to go fishing in December. Are you guys going to host any competitions this December? Yes, we are.
But not Southern KZN or Splash Rock, though.
Yeah.
That's a bit technically hard for me to do in December.
Yeah, but there's going to be a competition in December.
Okay, the one in December, we're hoping to do, I'm hoping, and I'm just talking at this stage, so don't quote me on it. We're hoping to do one where we interact with our local holiday makers in the East London area. Yeah. And nationally. So kind of like a
one competition,
two in one type thing. And because I think it's also very important to engage with guys who come to the coast. They've never fished before. We want to interact with families and juniors and kids and wives and that. But also, we'll definitely throw a nationwide comp, probably a wide species range there. Eh?
Yeah, I think we're going to open up to all like we did the second last comp.
Yeah, we might have got 20 species on that one, just for the fun of it. Some rays and that kind of thing as well. So, yeah. Working on it.
Big thank you to Michael for joining us, another one of our members. Thank you, Michael. How's it going this evening, buddy?
Keep it real, dude. Keep it real.
David Page below him, another one of our members. Thanks, Dave. Let's hit David's question there.
Yeah, he
really been putting in the work. And he's probably speaking about all younger.
Yes, Callum's a good kid. Ironically, the Hamburg comps, whenever we had them, he used to always win the junior category when I was down there. He's like, he catches for sure. Yeah. The car park there, by Hamburg car park, the gutter there, he got bored with catching reggies. Yeah. He used to get like 5 or 6 a day.
Session. Arms get tired from him there.
And he's got time on his hands, but he certainly catches very well. We're in East London or surrounding, can I target cob at night? Don't have a 4x4 and must be safe. You know, we were talking the other day, I enjoy a sensor tidal pool. Yeah. And at nights, I've had no problems fishing solo there whatsoever.
No, you're safe down there.
My vehicle I normally leave inside of the pub. Yeah. So I don't have any issues. And I've got a lot of like 4 to 6 kg cob. Yeah. Just on the right of the tidal pool. But if you swam really like a big larvae out there,
there's a chance of a big fish out there.
There's a chance of a big fish, 20, 30 kg cob quite easily, because you actually, on a 50-meter cast, you're hitting into about 2.5, 3 meters of water.
It's more than enough water for them.
So it's certainly a very deep break, which works quite nicely.
Also, I think safe, you're looking Xanadu, since the east, Kafani area. But I wouldn't fish one, maybe 2 guys.
I'd probably rather park since the west and walk my way across. Yeah. Because at night, Xanadu can get a little bit
Kafani's all right, though.
Kafani's okay.
On the weekends, a lot of holiday makers around.
Kafani anytime, actually. You've got no problems there. Down the west coast, Winterstrand, possibly I go there for a group of you. Yeah. I go to fishes pretty well. Give Hulu a skip.
Hulu K's, I've definitely got numbers that side, guys.
Yeah, K's, Kids Beach. Kids Beach, walking back towards East London, you might get away with. Yeah. Small group. I fished that one on my own a few times.
Or Glengarriff Point, guys. Also can produce cob when it wants to work.
Yeah. Deep headlands. Certainly.
How's it, Darius? Another one of our members joining us. Thank you, Darius. Marco Krobler, we're able to compete in this competition. Marco, yes, you will. As we just previously mentioned, it will be a nationwide competition. Yeah, so you'll be more than welcome to.
There'll be lots of lucky prizes there.
And as Don mentioned, we're gonna
and he's talking about a parel.
Don't ask me to pronounce it again tonight, guys. I got a home last week. I'm still getting mocked for it.
Okay, apparel.
That one.
Yes, lacquer shirts. Got a cool untraceable logo on the back of the cob.
So if you guys haven't seen it,
quickly. Do a modeling session for us quickly.
Flex.
Oh, come on, that's not a flex, dude. There we go. Flex. Yeah, some nice gear, and available now. I think, am I right? $199.
$199, guys.
In Bulmoria.
Correct.
Yeah.
So this should be available online too. Then I'm sure. The guys that don't live in East London. Anyway, guys, hit us with those questions.
Okay, so
should we tell them about what's happening with the
for sure. Casting Assassin. Anyone who's in East London or can get to East London on November 17th.
That's correct. It's on a Sunday.
We chose a Sunday because a lot of guys work on a Saturday. I'm not available, but a lot of guys also do work.
Including me, I also work on a Saturday.
A lot
Every
of-
second one.
Any retail type business, you struggle a bit. And at Oliver Golf Estate,
Correct.
out near Sinsa, this time free entry, costs you nothing. Registration 8:30 to 9:30.
Yeah.
First 50 oaks to get there,
Free breakfast bun.
free breakfast bun oaks. Okay, then you've got pretty much the same as the previous one we did with Sensation. You've got a rock and surf station, you've got a drop shot station, and a bass station.
Correct.
You get a chance to cast the Championship, the Evo, Infinity Taper, the Beachmasters, the Bluefish XT. Awesome rock and surf rods. If you want to bring your own reel, feel free as well. If you're trying to decide which one to go for, I know.
Match it up on your rod that
I
you
know
might-
Sean
yeah.
and the other guys from Assassin will be there as well.
Yeah.
I know quite a few of the Assassin ambassadors will be on hand, so you can chat to us about what you enjoy, what you're trying to target, which one to go for. On the drop shot range, you can have the incredible new Assassin Affinity. There's going to be the Mia rods,
Cobb Masters.
Cobb Masters, the lower end ones as well. Then on the bass side of things,
I'm
you're
sure
talking
the-
about
maybe the Infinity are down
the
there.
Infinity,
I'm
the
sure.
Lure.
Yeah.
So some amazing rods. Prizes up for grabs. To the best of my knowledge, it's an Horizon Championship for the rock and surf category. Then we've got, I think it's an Affinity. Don't quote me. Maybe a Cobb Master for the the drop shot one, and then a decent high end bass rod for the bass one. About $5 lucky draw prizes. Lots of them. So good reason to hang around till prize giving, which should be around
100%.
about 1 o'clock odd. Bring the whole family. I'm going to take my wife and kids this time.
No, 100%.
They want to have a few casts as well.
Of course.
They enjoy fishing. They can work on their casting techniques.
And when you're rod.
And maybe, you never know. Get that drop shot one. I want that Affinity. Okay, I'll train them beforehand. Practice. Yeah. Okay, let's see some questions here now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Look, we've been left behind you.
okay, David Page is saying cases. Yes,
Yeah.
cases I can give a nod to. Okay,
Kulecha is quite a safe place, guys. Not a bad place to fish.
Kulecha,
well.
I fish on my own sometimes and I feel a little dodge.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
maybe just with a mate and you're good.
Yeah.
In Haka Island, Mozambique, yes, you can target some proper kingies. Proper kingies, there's two tactics in that part of the world. One, you want to throw your plugs, like
Yeah,
your
yeah.
GTR screams and that,
Poppers.
and your big poppers. You also want to throw a bit of live bait.
Yeah.
The really big GT in that part of the world,
Like
like
very smart, yeah. So also
no, we're talking like
40 kilos.
40, 50 kilo
Yeah,
fish,
yeah.
or mainly coming onto live bait.
Yeah.
Okay, thoughts on Mariana? You're the full
Beautiful
Mariana,
rod, guys. Andrew's got the 4 to 6 and the 7 to 9. Beautiful rods, guys. Definitely worth their money. Definitely enjoy fishing with them. Andrew's got them. I do fish with them occasionally. We swap rods quite regularly.
I think they're super hot special at the moment.
Yeah.
I
what
mean,
are
what
they
are we
going for?
talking at?
3999,
They
guys. There we go.
On a birthday special?
No, at that price. Yeah, and the 7 to 9 is 4499, 4,500 rand.
And they were sitting at $6,000. So
Yeah.
you're talking about an incredible birthday saving running
fantastic
till the
rods, guys.
31st of October. I can't guarantee anything beyond that, Oaks. And my impressions of the casting day, easy casting rod.
No, not the
Very easy
casting.
casting rod.
Got a lot of backbone.
Nice backbone. Reasonably light.
Yeah.
Certainly ticks a lot of the boxes.
Correct.
Yeah, good rod. Okay. Michael again, is it not possible to have your casting day more central? Okay. The interesting thing is trying to find a golf driving range or a safe place to cast in East London is not too easy. You must bear in mind that if a guy's line snaps, the sinker might run 200 meters.
Yeah.
We don't want people getting killed by flying sinkers, number one. Number two is just a safe place to go. And I mean,
your
I know-
vehicle safe.
I know Olivewood's not super central. It's a
Yeah.
little bit out. It's worth the drive.
Yeah.
A lot of us will have a casting session beforehand or afterwards again
Yeah.
to make the trip worthwhile. And if you really are desperate for money or transport, I'm sure just chat to the guys. I'm sure someone's going out and can organize a ride for you.
Yeah, 4 guys in a vehicle, split the fuel bill,
Yeah,
50 bucks
no,
each,
for
and you're there.
sure, you know. And if you haven't been to Olivewood, it's a
Oh,
awesome
it's a
venue.
beautiful space, guys.
It's a very lekker
Foods
spot.
are good. The drinks are cold. It's a
And,
place you want
and
to be.
ironically, it's on their doorstep, so they don't have far to go. So I think it ticks the boxes
Yeah.
pretty well
It
for
makes
us.
setting up and stuff a bit easier for us, guys.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work to do. It's not just a rock up. Andrew and I are there from the day before, the night before, setting things up.
Okay, David Page, yeah, I look forward to seeing you there. If you can be, it'll be lucky to see you. Wisdom Seeker, hey gents, great show. What is the best mainline braid leader and trace line for general purpose fishing in Cape Town? 14-foot Akuma wave power and Big Boss 8000. Keep it up. Okay, 14-foot wave power. What?
Listen, I'm trying to work
Well,
out.
go mainline first.
I'm trying to budget here too. It's obviously trying to stick in with what rod and reelers fishing is. Listen, I'd look at that, maybe the Loomis Connect braid or some grinder or some Boss, say maybe 40-pound on that.
I'd say Boss Slick 40-pound
Boss
would
Slick
do
40-pound
quite, do me quite nicely.
And then Trace line, listen, Arity, maybe like a 0.6 something on there.
I'd stick to if I still use mono leader.
Yes, yeah.
Mono leader. If you find it's going a bit rough through your guides, if you're not,
drop leader.
So then I just fish like a 2-meter nylon leader.
Drop leader.
That's all you need,
Yeah.
hey.
0.6, maybe Arity 0.6.
I
or
mean,
0.7
you're going to get some reasonable sharks and reasonable cob there.
Yeah.
But most of Cape Town's waters aren't super bricky.
Yeah.
Even in the Strand reefs I've fished, and it's not impossible, you know. So, and that Big Boss, I think a 40-pound braid will suit a real perfectly. So,
perfectly.
Yeah.
How's it, Simon Morris? Simon's another one of our members. How's it, Simon?
Yeah,
Hope you're doing well, buddy. I'll miss
good to
you,
see
but we're going to see you soon, hopefully.
Yeah, Simon. The Cobtobercomp's going well. Hey, we didn't
Yeah.
see as many catches this last weekend because of the rain and the hectic weather
Yeah.
and some flooding, but some solid catches coming out. We'll chat about that soon.
Steve, did you guys fish Cannon Rocks?
Tell
on
us
the
about
weekend?
the Cannon Rock.
Guys, we went down to Cannon Rocks. Wasn't the best fishing. Weather was horrible for the 2 or 3 days.
You threw a
we were
lot of
there.
bait in the sea, though, by the looks of it.
We threw a lot of bait in the sea. Listen, guys, we tried hard. Conditions were horrible. Actually, 2 out of 3 days were pretty much almost non-fishable. Super lots of fresh water around, guys. Saturday, the water started mixing, and late in the afternoon, the water started getting like from chocolate brown to like ginger beer. And
Do you think it was the fish river that was hitting you so hard there? Or?
I think it was because we went over the fish, the rapids
Yeah,
going on
it's
that
probably-
nice.
it was probably
And
the
then we
fish, probably the
blew
fish,
blew east for a couple of days
Yeah,
prior to that, so the water was terrible, guys.
Turned you up lekker.
We got a bit of colour and we managed 2 small bronzies, 7-gill cow shark.
Okay, Mark, are there going to be discounts on the rods? Well, at the casting day, no. You'll find Black November has got some incredible specials in Assassin, and there's going to be some sweeteners Assassin's going to be throwing in as well. I can't talk more about it yet, or I'll get a spanking. But put it this way, it's going to be good. November's going to be a good time to buy an Assassin.
Correct.
You will not be unhappy buying an
It's
Assassin.
always a good time to buy an Assassin, but
No, it'll be an extra good time to buy an Assassin. So that will tempt you harder than ever before.
Yeah.
Okay. Wade Den, how's it, gents? Any recommendations on a 10-foot rod for slow pitch shore jigging? Akuma Matrix. You know, okay, do you want to go on this one or should I go on this one?
You can hit it on.
Okay, I do slow pitch from the shore.
Yeah.
I don't do enough of it. I have got a 8-foot Assassin jewel I use. I haven't had mega success yet, and I need to do more of it.
Yeah.
I find inshore you want something that can work the lighter jigs, like a 40 to 60 gram. Otherwise, the water's generally just not deep enough.
Yeah.
On the short pier, and that when you're hitting like 10 meters of water, I can work an 80 gram or something like that.
Yeah.
But a lighter jig makes sense. I would maybe suggest going shorter.
Yeah.
An 8 or 9 foot, because you can't that jig lift drop. 10 foot's even hard.
Yeah.
So 7 or 8 foot, something like an Assassin Jewel or any of the jigging specialist rods, because you want something with that soft tip that almost bounces.
The rods are doing the work on the jig.
But the last foot or two of the rod does that bouncy,
correct.
and the rest must be backbone galore when you actually hook something proper.
Yeah.
So I'd maybe look at, I've got some Nobi ones coming, which are quite cool.
Yeah.
Akuma do some amazing runs as well, metalloids and that. There's the Ichiban. So try and look at a specialist jigging rod.
Slow pitch jigging rod as well.
Slow pitch or fast pitch.
Yeah.
Because it's so shallow though, you can get away with the faster pitch because we don't bow slowly like a deep sea boat does. But yeah. So maybe look at going shorter. If I was going to go for any of the two you recommended, I'd probably go Matrix.
I'd agree with you.
Because it's got that softer tip.
They're very nice soft tip.
Just, but to me, that's probably the best bucktail rod in the market.
100%.
Wade in again. Okay, we've done that one. Don cooks
it like
it's hot, and then he retracts the message.
Thanks, Don cooks like it's hot. It's another one of our members.
It's a member.
Remember, Don
With
cooks
a name
like it's
like
hot.
Don, it's a good name.
It's a good name.
It's Don Romper Sad. I hope
Don is
right.
one of our members, Don. So let Don Don was going to read Don's message, and let's have a look at it.
Bang for buck, 2,500 rand grinder reel on special that can handle some big cob and scratching galjoen, blacktail, and stem bass.
I think 2.5. What's going for 2.5 grand at the moment? What are the battles going for at the moment?
Pen Battle 3,
Yeah, I think that's a good option for 2.5 grand.
Kuma Metalloid.
Very, yeah. Oh, that's a tough one.
You cannot go wrong in a Kuma Metalloid.
I think you got a tough one there. Yeah.
Like a 65 Akuma Metalloid,
Yeah.
it'll actually outpull most 5,000 rand reels.
Yeah.
It might not be waterproof. Neither is the battle.
But no reel for 2,500 rand waterproof in the end of the day. So
at all. Akuma Metalloid, I've got Akuma Cedros 10,000 I love.
Yeah, I think a Metalloid is a good
But
choice.
a Metalloid will
I think
be,
Don's hit the nail
will be
on the
at
head there.
55 or 65 size, depending on your rod.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong on that. Assassin Saber 10 foot is a great rod for spinning.
No, 100%.
They are. There's some awesome new Assassins we did tonight. The video should be up tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, have a look at them. You will be blown away with some of the rods that are coming out. Assassin will really come to the party.
You know, spinning on a 10-foot rod is always a challenge. I like an archipelago.
Yeah.
The archipelago 1 to 3, or what? It's like 3/4 to 2.5 ounce.
Yeah, the 10-foot.
The 10-foot is a sweet rod.
It's a brilliant rod. That.
There are some cool Assassins as well. There's some high-end Assassins. The Affinity coming out now will blow you away. They do a 9'6" and an 11 and a 12. But yeah, an Assassin Saber is a good. I think any reasonably light action 10-foot rod you can spin with. I mean, like I'd even go with like a 10-foot Akuma. What's that one? Rock Ranger.
Yeah.
Something like a full coin. Absolutely. Is O-Fish?
It's
official.
It's official.
It's official.
Okay,
I got there.
Thanks, Marco. No, we definitely are the best.
I'm too tired on a Monday for catching the colouring with.
No, I picked that one up just now.
What's the best yellowtail allergic?
Oh, there's so many vast varieties.
Number one, I'd say a surface plug.
Yeah.
They do that yellow, green, 2.5 ounce, the longer shape.
Yeah.
90% of the yellowtail caught in South Africa have been caught on either surface jig or metal spoon. For some reason or other, they like to come onto metal. You might go with a clone as well.
Clone will definitely be up there. I haven't fished a clone for tail.
Clone will do it.
Will definitely work.
But your longer, thinner shaped spoons that you can dance are probably the way to go.
The more erratic ones.
If there's action on the surface, like there's bait fish, then you want a surface lure.
Something on top, along the top.
I would also maybe suggest looking at some stick baits. Rapala, Nobi, there are a few sinking stick baits. Not necessarily as solidly sinking as the clone would be, but something that you can twitch, drop, and maybe it sinks slowly or maybe it's on a floating. You need to have variety because some days fish just come onto different things. My one choice though, top water, like I think it's the Lighthouse something plug.
Yes.
Cape Point
plug.
There's a whitey yellowtail one.
Carry a spoon with you
guys. Then an Aluma green. Carry a couple of spoons and a clone. And I think you should
cover all facets there.
Okay. Is there still 100 kg cob in the ocean? Very much so, Marco.
I'm sure there is one definitely swimming around.
Okay, Keegan's saying keep it real again.
How's it, Keegan? Another one of our members joining us.
Okay, fishing. I actually watch your stuff, okay, so how's it? Shout out to you. Okay, let's get to the 100 kg cob first. In Australia, there was a lagoon that dried up. They found a carcass of a 100 kg cob.
So they call a Mulloway over there,
Mulloway cob.
Same thing. Same species,
Yes, very much so. If they are reaching, I think our South African records are bobbing like 80, 85 kilo. If a fish has grown that long, and the growth rate's fairly quick, I think a fish like is like 20 odd years old. They're not as slow growing as like a mussel crack or something like that. There's no reason they can't push a meter plus.
100%.
I think the very large ones will actually feed in really large bait. So we're talking like 2 kg, 3 kg shad, which we very seldom use as live bait.
We're not fishing with them enough,
So I think there's a possibility. Okay, do you want to chat to RK? Can you read RK?
RK? Listen, if you don't know anyone who RK is, RK Fishing, check him out. He also runs a little YouTube channel. So RK, how's it, guys? Love the videos. Question regarding shark fishing. What are your go-to hooks for big sharks? BKK 12-0 inline or BKK 14-0 inline, depending on the size of the baits you're putting out. That's probably my number one choice. If you're targeting ridiculously big sharks, check out their monster circles. Also a brilliant hook. They're too big for the sharks I'm targeting, so I don't find a need for them, guys. And they're a bit pricey for reggies and bronzies.
I'm a bit of a cheapskate. On a budget hook, I'd say those larger size adrenaline circles. They're not cheap, but you get 10 of them in a pack. Then the other one I really enjoy is your executioner,
Yeah.
your TYC. They do a circle. You only get like 2 in a pack.
Yeah.
I think I use an 8 all the
Yes,
time.
also a very good hook.
But it's got a shaft that's as thick as
Yeah.
as can be, and a really sharp point. So it's quite a nice combination. I've caught some really big fish on those, and 0 issues. Okay.
Evening, guys.
And Woodley, good evening,
Thanks
guys.
for joining us.
Okay, do we start updating the guys on what's happening in
Anyway,
the comp?
guys, yeah, so Cobtober has been running from the 1st of October. These are almost finished. There's only a couple of days left.
So lines out on Thursday night, eh?
Lines on Thursday night, and then prize giving will be on Thursday night.
Thursday night, prize
Correct.
giving, yeah? Cool.
So we will hit you
We're
with
starting to tally and check and check.
tally. So tomorrow is the official night of tallying everything up, all the catches. We have been tallying, and just hit start with the rock and surf this time, just for fun.
Yeah, rock and surf.
So the leading rock and surf fish at the moment is coming at 145 centimeters, guys.
Yeah.
And then
there've been a couple of 140.
There's 2 at 140. One was caught before the other. And
A
then
lot of guys were asking about 4th and 5th place there, and I wasn't as sure.
So if my memory serves correctly, sorry, I had the tally up last week. So I think we're going from 140 down to 118 up. Listen, guys, nothing is in black and white here. 118, 116.
There was one guy sent me a whole bunch of catches. I think one was like 133 odd there.
Yeah, and there might be something.
So,
there's a lot to go through.
So if you got 120 centimeter plus, there's a good chance you're still in it.
Correct.
Okay, so we will fine tune and tell you. I know a lot of you guys are chasing us on it. But the admin of how many catches we get and telling everything.
And there's a lot of chatting in between, so you get a bit lost sometimes.
We do still work between all these things. And we do like to go fishing as well. So we are on it. And we should have our final numbers pretty much tallied by tomorrow night. And then it's the last few catches we obviously take into account as well.
Group might get switched off tomorrow night. We haven't decided yet for an hour or 2, guys, when we're doing our telling, because it becomes a bit heavy with the messages coming in as we're telling.
Let's see how many cob have been caught, eh?
Yeah, but it kicks you out a bit sometimes. That's the issue on the pitches.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But we will put it back. If we do it, we'll let you know though.
Okay.
Carry on, yeah.
Okay, we got market crop again in December. There are a lot of shad around. Using shad as bait better than sardine.
100%.
When's season open again? Is it 1st of November or?
Shad season 1st of December, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong.
1st of December.
31st. I might be mistaken. I'll actually check. I don't actually know.
Just check if shad season open. If you can, yes, live shad is the way to go.
Yeah. In open season, guys. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about the Battle 3 DX?
I've never fished with one. The battle's nice. Listen, there's nothing wrong with the battle. I've got Luke, my cousin, who fishes a lot. He loves his battles.
I don't think the Battle 3 DX is as much of an upgrade as the Slammer 3 DX is.
As far as I know, it's just the extra bearing on the shaft. That's it.
It's an extra bearing on the shaft, and I think the drag knob. The drag knob's got that servo spring in it.
Yeah, but on the battle, I don't even know if it's got.
I think it might have that. It might have that. And the silver finish.
It does look nice.
To be honest, I'd rather save the bucks on just a straight Battle 3, and I'd upgrade to a better braid.
Correct.
That would be my 2 cents. You guys work so hard. Why don't you take a break and go fishing? They fished the whole weekend, didn't catch anything.
But it still work.
I fished the whole of the weekend before in the rain and didn't catch anything. So I caught one fish, but I mean, nothing really notable.
Why do we work so hard? So we can do things like this, guys. If we didn't work hard, we wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, I got a couple of kids I'm going to put through school as well. Yeah. Okay, Tim Bar, Don Cooks. I grew up up in BE. Hamtus is always a winner for Cobb.
Also the Sundays.
Sundays River Surf. Then also Caballos and Jeffries, a nice presented squid and pilchard bait on a float or live bait.
Yeah, it's definitely a good area to catch some nice fish.
Looks like shade is opening 1st of December.
Sorry, we missed that, yeah. Okay, sorry guys, we missed that message.
I missed that one, okay.
Thanks for the help, guys. You guys rock. Apologies. My startup, where are we the right one there? My startup, you the question. I'm trying to catch my first cob, new in PE. Where are the best locations of access and Caballos come to us? Yeah, I think, listen, PE, there's a lot of rivers. So you got your Swart Corps, you got what you got to come to us, as you say, close. Sundays close.
If I had to go in one place, and I'm not going to talk about PE anywhere in the country, I know it's not always safe to fish there, but if you went in like a Swart Corps mouth at night on a live bait, you'd catch a cob. So if you want one in PE, that would be my choice. Come to us a bit of a mission, especially getting down to the beach and that. That's not an easy fish.
It's a walk.
Although it's a longer drive,
Yeah.
your surf at Caballos is one of the easier ones, but you've got to read the banks in there pretty damn well there. So maybe a river mouth, even Sunday's river mouth. You know, a river mouth is probably your best bet.
Correct. Especially this time of the year.
Lavi, sometimes even outgoing, yeah? That'll be my
Okay,
2
Marcus
cents.
is 1st of December for shade season. Thanks, Marco, for clarifying that
Yeah.
for us. What's that? Jock. Guys called my PB bronze yesterday, 132 kilos. Well, that's
Yeah, you're making somebody jealous.
Yeah, but our target bronze this weekend, I think mine was 3.2 kilos, but it's fine. I'll get there. So well done, Jock. Well done on that good fish, bud.
I must admit, I'm very sad the bronzies that I caught years back.
Yeah.
I never bothered to actually get a decent measure on them.
Yeah.
I mean, the one I got in of the Orient pool, Kwanzaa pool as such, and I mean that one was around about 2.5 meters odd, but it could have been close to 3. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pull it up on the side, just cut the line.
Big fish though, still a big fish.
And then I got a 2-meter plus one at Chijucha years ago as well. So yeah, but the 132 kilos of bass, eh?
Yeah.
Good fish.
Simon Morris, I no longer work hard, I work cleverly. Give me time to go fishing. Well, Simon, that is the way, but work clever and hard, and then you're going to go places.
I can't talk too loud. The boss is here, so we can't take too much time off fishing. Okay.
Hey, fishers, just a bit of advice on targeting black
black mussel crack.
Go for it, Don. Carry on. Yeah,
Okay.
I need to put some lip ice on.
Okay.
My lips got
When I
sunburned this
use
weekend.
big baits, I get small sharks, and when using smaller baits, I get galjoen or bronze bream.
Bigger baits, but
When using prawn and red baits. Okay, I find they like a fish bait. So does every single shark out there.
yeah, but the bigger the bait,
And
the better to me.
I actually find at night in fairly shallow water. I don't know what part of the country you're fishing, but I've often hit reefs at night where you wouldn't dream of getting them.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about waist deep to shoulder deep water.
That's all you need.
Fairly calm, not even a mega hole.
Yeah,
As long as there's deep water on the outside of it.
something for them to hold in.
Yeah, they come in pretty damn shallow and just hold tight.
I agree with that 100% there.
Also, you're gonna catch pajama sharks in and amongst them.
Yeah,
You're not
it's part,
gonna
it's part and parcel.
You're not going to avoid that, but I find like a big mackerel fillet, mullet fillet, blacktail fillet.
Yeah.
Those are probably my go-to baits for them. I know you guys like Ocky leg, but I think it's too slow.
Yeah, and also like what we found, we went away from the Ocky legs now. Like Andrew's fishing a Ocky head, big Ocky head, big baits. I got my last black on a big shade head. It just shows you
but they
don't be scared. Or
They
big baits.
don't be scared. I'm talking about 8-0 and a big bait.
Big
so,
bait, yeah. Don't be scared of the size
and
of your bait,
be
guys.
aware of the in-run.
Yeah.
They love to pick you up
Oh, no,
and bring you in,
100%, yeah.
pick you up, bring you in, pick you up, and then they tighten on you. And when you clap, just pull hard.
Yeah.
Pull as hard as you can.
Get them out the bricks as quickly as you
Yeah.
can.
They're my favorite fish.
Yeah.
By a long yard. Yet to get something over 12 kilo though. I'm still looking for the 20 kg. So it's on my list.
Yeah.
Big time on the bucket list. Okay. Okay, shark.
Also helped his friend to catch a 68 kilo bronzy. Nice, it's not a bad fish at all. Still going to give a good pull. That.
Were you guys getting those down the coast? Because I know a lot came down like last week. The bronzies were thick down the
just before the rain
Southern Cape and that PE area before the rains. You guys tried.
Yeah, we tried.
Yeah, you tried. Marco Krobler again, will you catch a big fish if you make a fish-shaped sardine and squid and leave it on a sandbank on low tide and wait till high tide? The odds of a pecker chowing it off pretty quickly.
I think your bait's going to get eaten before, or a little sandy or something.
You know the funny thing is there are little peckers in surf, and I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
There might be little tiny shad or
little black
silvies,
yeah.
blacktail.
Little cape stumps.
Ding, 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 ding. There are tingers out there, trust me. The only thing that survives a long period like that is live baits.
Live bait, yeah.
Or a whole dead bait, like a mackerel or something like that.
We'll put a whole catfish out, small catfish.
Or a whole live Ocky.
Yeah, correct.
Ocky catfish, in other words. But no, I've never actually managed to hold one. To me, I think scent also disappears in the bait.
Yep.
Beyond about an hour or so, you're probably wasting your time.
All the oils and stuff have.
Yeah, the scent dissipates. So rather change your baits every half an hour so if you've had nothing. Or at least bring it out, reshape it, bash it a bit.
Add a little piece to it.
Bash it a bit, put a bit of salt with it just to give it a bit extra,
Sorry guys, I keep eating zambak. Yeah, my lips are.
Oh, you smell nice.
They're terribly sunburned.
Nice. Just don't kiss me, I'm good. Okay, Kevin says sweet. Okay.
Oh, he's in Namibia.
No wonder why they're catching
him out. Didn't rain there.
There's no floods in Namibia.
No, but you're making me jealous now.
You know, one of my customers does an annual trip there, and he says they use those precision 6 to 8 ounces, and he says they pull hard, and I want to do that one day. Huh? Those Namibian bronzies are like buses, dude. Especially in the cold water.
God, Jade's saying that apparently the bronzies are pest around the Sundays of the river. I'm sure they are, but if you're targeting cob, they're a pest. If you're targeting bronzes, I think you
You know
you're
what?
happy.
I would take them.
Yeah.
Like,
Not a bad bycatch.
I hate raggies.
Yeah.
I think raggies are wet sex, and you think you guys brag about wet sex. Bronzies, though,
No, they're two different kettle of fish. Man.
any
No,
day of the
different
week.
kettle of fish. But
Eh?
unfortunately, we're not blessed with bronzies to catch all the time in East
Yeah,
London.
no, for sure.
We've got to take our reggies.
Akuma, I think Marco is saying not an Avenger Pro, Revenger Pro.
Yeah.
And they do a 65. You know they're cheap reel, like $500-600 bucks. I saw one of my tunnies, like a tunny. She caught an 18 kg silver on hers. For a budget reel, they can pull. The handle and the junction in that is solid.
It's got a solid for a cheaper reel.
Got to be with a thin bail arm in that. Not going to handle corrosion for 10 years. But for the money, flipping hard to beat. It is probably South Africa's top selling rock and surf reel. If you go to KZN, everything's Revenger Pros. Like everywhere. So yes, if you want one, go for it. Won't be sorry. Is that almost a wrap from us?
I think that's it, guys. We've been on for 40 minutes already.
Okay, so guys, a couple more evening fishing sessions. If you've been holding back your catches, don't hold them back too much. We're going to see the winning cob come out. The deep sea category got quite interesting with the kayak boys over the last couple of weeks.
Came out there.
And I know the ladies is hotted up this week as well. And some nice ladies catches. Some phenomenal videos. I like the mullet koozie was a good one. Last question here from Kevin Oira. Hey, me again. Soz, haha. How do you read those surf reports in terms of strength of waves? Just want to know how to check if I should bring big sinkers or small ones. Always bring both.
Even the surf, always about the size of the waves. There's can be rips to the left. And...
No, I always look at swell size.
Yeah.
To me, any swell under 1.5 meters means it's as flat as a pancake. 1.5, 2 meters is about optimum. If it's 3 to 4 meters, consider a river.
Yeah, don't go fishing in the surf.
Your surge is going to be too strong on the surf. You've got to find a deeper reef in the rocks and that then. So 1.5 to 2 meters is about optimum. If it's less than 1.5 meters, go lighter sinkers. That's probably my go-to. Okay, longer barn, big bronzies. Martin, ready, last one? Please chat about the 11-foot taipan versus Sierra. You know what? 11-foot taipan, lovely rod.
Yeah.
Sierra, lovely rod. All I can say is
a lovely lovely times 2. The new Assassin.
Smack this 6 ways from Sunday. The same as a little 7-foot Infinity or an Evo Infinity taper. The Affinity has got a mega Affinity from Don. I feel super emotional about this rod. Lighter, stronger, best taper and a lure casting rod I've ever felt in my life.
I think it's got the lightness of the taipan, but it's got that beefiness of that Sierra. It's like all of it. It's got all of it.
It is perfect.
Pick it up. You're not going to worry about any of the other rods, guys. I don't have one.
Is $4,000, but if I'm looking at a taipan, it's a bargain.
Yeah.
So
taipan,
and if I'm looking at a Sierra,
5.5
it's a bargain. So
and it's a better rod.
Affinity, you've got to feel. If you take our word for it, the 1 to 3 ounce, I think, is the
11-foot.
The 11-foot is the sweetest lure casting rod any man
down.
or woman or child could ever imagine. Assassin has knocked the ballpark clean out of the ballpark on this
and
rod.
they're all available at Bullmoria.
Now, stocks arrived. The best of the best of the best. Affinity. Remember the name. Trust me.
Okay, guys, thanks for joining us this evening. Before closing,
when's lines out? Last thing? Lines
3
out
o'clock,
at 3 o'clock on Thursday.
Catches have to be submitted by 3.
Prize giving
will be
at 6.
7 o'clock.
7.
Live at 7 o'clock, guys. Gives us a bit of time to tally up the last catches. Quick thing, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to Untraceable Fishing. Also, go check out Bullmoria. Check out their website with a new Affinity and every other rod mentioned in the world.
And I think today was also the cutoff for anyone who hasn't entered there and hasn't paid yet.
Yes, you need to be.
So, like, if you don't do it tonight, you're not going to go into any lucky draws and that, guys. Like that. So, if you're left hanging, you've hung. So, do it tonight or you're out, I'm afraid.
Okay, so anyway, guys, thanks for joining us this evening. Don't forget, if you want to get one of those little blue ticks next to your name, become a member and get some behind-the-scene footage like the members. I think this evening it is live up already. The Cannon Rocks, that trip is available for The members only. Please go. It's small monthly fee. It helps us go a long way, guys. So anyway, hit that member button and
You
join.
caught a shark I never caught, so that
Yeah,
sounds super
7 kilo
cool.
cow shark. My second one I've ever caught. I was very surprised. I thought it was a sweetie that someone put the top fin off of.
Okay.
But anyway, guys.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, thanks for joining us. Till next week.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.